Oh, that's funny. We are live, so let's wait and see.
Right.
Just give it like a minute. Is it showing up now?
Yes, I believe so. It's thinking right now.
It's thinking. Okay, we'll let it think for just a minute and then we'll get started.
Yep. We're on. Just give it like a minute.
Perfect. All right, we'll give it just one more minute here and then we'll start. Because it looks like people are jumping on now.
Sounds good.
All right, we're gonna get started. So welcome everybody to tonight's call. We're gonna go over a little bit about what coaching is and share our stories. So my name's Elizabeth Paoli. I've been a coach for almost 6 years now, and we have Brooke Podner with us. Whoops, phone's going off. And Brooke, how long have you been a coach?
It'll be 3 years in August.
I think August is my anniversary date too.
Okay.
So anyways, I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna share my story first, and then I'm gonna give it over to Brooke so she can share her story as well. So I started coaching I was actually at my heaviest weight, and I was about to we got engaged and we were planning our wedding. So I joined as a coach for the fact where I needed to get healthy. And I thought I've tried so many different things that I thought to myself, okay, well, if I have to ask other people I don't know how to turn that off. If I have to ask other people to work out and eat healthy, then I have to show up every day and I have to do it myself. So I'm going to give this a shot. I'm going to coach, and I'm going to be more on my journey, and then just coach my friends or my family if anybody wants to join me. So that's why I first joined as a coach, was to get healthy myself. So after I started coaching, I did lose weight. I wasn't like fully committed, but I went diamond right away. And yeah, that's Beachbody lingo. If you don't know what diamond is, that's okay. But it was because I was so excited about the products and the opportunity that was in front of me that I literally shared it with everybody. And I was so excited that everybody else got excited. So they jumped aboard with me. After my wedding, we got pregnant right away with our second child. At this time, I was bartending two different night shifts, or two different places at night. I was going to school full time for nursing. So I would go to school during the day. My son would go to different family members, and then when I would go to work at 4, and my husband would come home at 5. So my son was, shipped to different family members for that hour. And that was our day. My husband and I rarely had time as a family, the 3 of us, eating dinner together or doing much at nights together because I was working. I was still on my health and fitness journey. Of course, being pregnant, I was trying to eat healthier and be accountable for that. But I was at a really low level in my life. I was depressed. The self-love was not there at all. But I was just like, I guess you could say negative mindset, completely. And then my husband and I, we had actually had a night where we were having dinner together, and it was our family dinner night. And we were sitting at the table, and he asked me, we were talking about childhood memories. And I come from a large family. There's 7 of us. I'm the oldest. And I told them, as childhood, we didn't get to go on trips. We didn't get to do those things. But every night we sat at the dinner table, no matter who was there. We were all very active in sports. We all sat at the dinner table and we had dinner together. My mom always had a dinner, regardless if it was 3 right after school or if it was 8:30 at night after a game night. We all sat at the dinner table, no TV on. And that was my biggest childhood memory. And my husband said to me, he goes, Liz, you're not even living your biggest childhood memory with your own family. And that hit me hard. I wasn't creating my biggest childhood memory with my own family, with my own son at the time and husband. And being pregnant, you're even way more emotional. So this was January, the end of January, and our middle child was due it was June 1st. He was due. And I made a goal, and it was a hefty goal, to stay home by the time that he was born. And I had such a strong why to be able to stay home and create that family memory that was so important to me with my own family, that I worked my butt off. And I spent a lot of time working Beachbody and putting my heart and soul into it. And I was able to quit both full-time jobs, or both of my part-time jobs, 40 to 50 hours a week. I was able to quit and come home like 2 weeks before he was born, which was in April because he was born in May. So it was super crazy, but I made it work because I had such a strong why and the reason why I wanted to do this. So now I've lost over 50 pounds. I've realized exactly what self-love is, and I'm okay, even though I just had almost a year ago, had our 3rd baby. I'm in great shape. I love myself, even though I have, still baby weight to lose. I don't worry about what people think about me. Where before, when I first joined as a coach, I was so nervous about what people thought of me, who was talking about me, since I was doing this, and now I could care less who talks about me, what people think of me. I'm okay with where I am in my life because, hey, I'm the one that pays our bills. My husband and I, none of the outsiders are there doing it for me. So why do I care what they think? Why do I care what they think about me? And most of the time people aren't looking at you or judging you or anything. They're more worried about themselves, is what we've learned. But I've grown in all areas of my life, and I'm now a full-time coach at home. I work 2 to 3 hours a day on my business, and I'm present with my kids the rest of the time. I make well over a full-time income, quadrupled from the time that I quit bartending. And now I just have the goal and the passion to pay it forward and help others do the same. So I'm going to pass it over to Brooke, and she's going to share her story.
Awesome. Thanks, Liz. I always love listening to your story. It's always so endearing. For you guys, my name is Brooke Podner. I live in the UP of Michigan, and actually, I grew up in the same town as Liz. We had siblings that were all in the same different grades together, but who would have thought we would be here tonight doing this? But it's just crazy to think how Beachbody brings everyone together. So I was introduced to Beachbody like 3 years ago. It was my cousin who introduced me invited me to get healthy with her in her first challenge group that she ever hosted. And before that, I kind of had a lot of ups and downs. I was struggling to figure out who I was, where I was, balance of life, in college, and just gaining the freshman 15, the freshman 20, and just trying to find a balance and finding, self-love and confidence, and not knowing what to do when I went to the gym, and not knowing really what to eat to feel good and healthy and all that jazz. So when I signed up for my first challenge group, it took all of those questions away. I had an at-home fitness program calendar that was laid out for me that was so key. That's exactly what I needed. I had a nutrition program that was laid out for me, exactly what I needed. Because I never ate vegetables before I became a coach. It just didn't exist. If it was like canned cream corn or something. You guys might see pictures now that I do live a healthier lifestyle, but that wasn't me before. I was kind of like a carb junkie, and just becoming a coach and joining my first challenge group ever just changed everything. I seen results within 2 to 3 weeks, in my body, in my mindset, in my attitude. And I knew within the first month of joining my very first health and wellness challenge group that I needed to do this. This is exactly what I was striving for, was a sense of community and having a bunch of girls do all of this stuff. I think my first challenge group, I posted almost 10 times a day. And I think I was probably the only one who posted all the time, but I was so excited about it. And I knew that I was so excited that I had that passion in me to want to coach. And at first, when I signed up to be a coach, I said out loud to Derek, I said, well, why wouldn't I do this? And he's like, yeah, why wouldn't you? Because he knew it was already a part of who I was. And I would just be putting in a little extra time every day. But I mean, I was already on Facebook. I was already on Instagram, just doing, whatever. So if I could put my time and focus into helping more people and using that time more wisely, I could build a business on my downtime and using just time when I had after work or before work or on my lunch break to work the business. I said, I want to do this. And seeing him today, he knows I still have the passion for it, and it just lives inside me because helping other people live a healthy, fulfilling life is so rewarding. And it's not that everything changes all at once, you guys. This is all a process. Like I said, I started eating vegetables like when I started my very first challenge group. So I learned so much along my journey. I've learned how to add personal development into my day. It's one of the vital behaviors as a coach, is to work out, invite people to this opportunity, and to really work hard on personal development and feed your mind, body, and soul positive reinforcement to spread love to the world. And I needed that. I grew up, my parents were divorced, and I was a middle child who grew up really fast when I was really young. So I never I was an adult at the age of 8. So to be able to feed myself that personal development that I needed to grow up into the person that I wanted to become, not just what life gave me, but who I wanted to really be, that's what this coaching opportunity has done for me. It's almost molded me and shaped me, which I can ever be, so blessed for. So that is a little bit about my story. About my job, I was a full-time stylist at a Regis salon, corporate salon, and I managed there for about 2, 3, 4 years. And I did that for the leadership role, and I did that to make extra income to pay for our big house renovation that we're doing. And I learned so much of what I loved and what I didn't love. And I knew that I never wanted to work with a corporate place for too long, or to work with all these different personalities. I wanted to work with people who I love and people who encourage me and people who, feed off of me. So during that time, I knew exactly what I loved about it, and I knew what I didn't love about it. So my goal as a coach, I was writing down my goals and my why this opportunity speaks to me. It's because I knew what I didn't want. And I knew that this opportunity has so much potential to empower your life with living a healthy, fulfilling lifestyle and creating income. So my goal was to not have to show up on someone else's time clock and not have to work 40, 45 hours plus. And if you guys, being a stylist, you're on your feet all the time. And when you work for corporate, you have to do, half-hour haircuts. And I was talking to a lot of people. It was really exhausting. I was on my feet, 40, 45 hours a week, half hour by half hour every single day. And then I'd wake up, do my coach, and then I'd work full 8 to 10 hours, and then I'd come home, do my coaching. But I knew that there was something, I was willing to show up to do that, because I knew that something above would give me the opportunity if I just followed my passion and listened to the universe And I was given the opportunity to quit my corporate job and become an independent stylist with one of my best friends. So I jumped on that opportunity, and not only did that help me grow as an individual and a leader in my own salon business, but I was given the opportunity to create my own hours. So now I only work 25 to 30 hours a week at the salon, create my own prices, create my own budget, create a design a day that I want to be able to incorporate coaching into my life. And not that I can quit my salon job quite yet because of income, but I mean, it's given me all this flexibility to work my coaching business in power pockets at the salon when I have downtime, or now I'm able to talk to my clients and actually get them healthy. And if they ask what I'm doing, I'm allowed to talk about it. With the corporate place, I wasn't. So this, all in all, just follow the universe. And if you guys have things that speak to you, just jump on it. And even if you're nervous, that's why there's mentors, and that's why there's people like us who are authentic and genuine and who are here to answer any questions that you guys have. So that's a little bit about my story. I just kind of want to go on a little bit more. Liz, do you have anything else to add for stories?
Not really.
Okay. I'm going to go on and talk about just the basics of what coaching has to offer for these ladies. Or not ladies, I guess there's probably boys in here too. But, okay, so as a coach, how do you earn? You earn 25% commission off of everything that you sell, say Challenge Pack or Shakeology, and you also earn commission by building a team below you. You guys can look into this more. We have a ton of training that explains all of this, but you build a team and you create team cycle bonuses, and every time your team cycles, you create income. And so the purpose of it is to grow a team so that you can help them learn how to be entrepreneurs, and then they can help more people with their health and fitness, and then those people can help more people. Okay, so even though I'm from a tiny town in Houghton, Michigan, I can still reach out to people all over the United States and Canada and help them build an at-home fitness business on their own time by helping people through social media. And so that is how you earn, is you build a team and you can make 25% commission. The best part of, I think, what I think Liz and I both love about this opportunity is that there's no pressure in sales. There's no, you have to sell this much. It's, you create your own goals and you just go for it, and say, for instance, you don't reach your goal. Well, that's okay. You try again next month. Okay. You create your own income goals. You create how many lives you want to change every month. You are your own boss, which I love. There's no hi-hat sitting above you saying that you have to create this much or sell this much to be able to be an active Beachbody coach. Okay, we're here to change lives and empower lives, whether you want to make money or not. You're still sharing your journey. Let's see, you also get 25% off discounts for all of the Beachbody products. Say you want to start your journey off with the 21-day Fix Extreme Challenge Pack, which is Shakeology and the 21-day Fix. You eventually, once you sign up, you get 25% off all of your products after that. So say in a month I want to do Insanity Max 30, which I think I might do again. I will get 25% off commission for that. So, I mean, even if you want to be a VIP customer, you still save money on the programs. I have a lot of girls in my challenge groups who are just buying the programs outright. And I'm like, you've been in this for a year. Why don't you just sign up for the VIP and get the 25% discount? Also, you get first access to all of the new products and programs, like Country Heat that's being launched in a couple weeks at Summit in August. It's going to be launched. Free training, so many webinars. You guys can YouTube anything about Beachbody and it'll pop up on YouTube. Liz has created a team training site for all of us. One thing that I actually like to do for prospects that are really curious about training and what else I just send them the link to the training site and they can look at it. I mean, there's nothing to hide here. If you guys think that this might be for you, I always think of myself on the other side. What else would I wanted to look into to make sure before I commit? So we're just going to give you guys the DL. And if whatever trainings you guys want to hear, first off, before you sign up, we'll find your training to kind of answer any questions that you guys have. Also, there's no stocking of products. So, say for instance, like some of the other MLM companies, you have to stock products or do home parties. We don't have to do those. You can have Shakeology samples at home if you want. Order an extra box just to send out. You can do that, but it's definitely not required, and you do not have to do any home parties. Which, I mean, I'm an extrovert in my own little space, but I'm an introvert when you throw me in a pile of people that I don't know. So home parties are kind of like, number one, I don't have time to do home parties. And number two, it's kind of an introvert type thing. I'd rather just be on social media helping people, kind of behind my computer. So if you guys are like me, home parties are kind of like, you know, we don't have to do them. Also, let me see here. Oh, a startup fee. So when you guys start up, so many people are like, how much do I have to invest into this before, you know, to start up my fitness business? Well, this is a multi-million-dollar business, which is crazy because our upline, Mindy Wender, is a millionaire from Iron Mountain with this business. And she got her sign-up fee waived, just like all of us. So she bought her challenge pack for, say, $140, but then her $39.95 sign-up fee is waived. So your initial investment as a coach is just like your program and your Shakeology. So that is huge. I got my sign-up fee waived. You can always, I think, isn't it, Liz, like within 6 months, or is it like whenever now if you first sign up with a challenge pack?
Whenever, I believe.
Okay, I think so too. So if you guys decide like a month or 2 or 6 months down the road that you want to become a coach, you can always get your coach sign-up fee waived because you initially bought a challenge pack. And the best part, you can cancel at any time. If you guys are like, okay, this is not for me, or I need to take a break, I have a lot of stuff going on right now, you guys can cancel at any time. There's no pressure at all. And I think that's pretty much it for all of the deets. Liz, do you have anything to add for that?
Yes, so there is one fee. So there's either the $39.95 to coach, but like Brooke said, it's better to jump on with a challenge pack because that's your fitness program and your Shakeology, because it's hard to help somebody with the products if you're not being proof of the product yourself. But also every month after your first month, you'll be charged $15.95, and that is so that you don't have to worry about your website at all. They do everything with your website, and you don't have to deal with customer service at all. So like Brooke said, you don't have to have anything in your own house if you don't want it. They literally order it. Customer service deals with your customer when it comes to their products. So you never have to worry about that. And that's what that $16 fee is. But that's the only other thing I had to add with you with the details on it. But I'm going to go over the 3 types of coaches that there are. You've heard Brooke talk about VIP coaches, her VIP customers. VIP coaches are literally customers that just want discounts on their products. They love Shakeology, and there's so many that just, you know, once you drink Shakeology, it's hard to get off of it. So they join just for the discounts, 25% off. So even if you are a coach or you join to get the discount and you want to have Shakeology monthly, you're going to save at least $15 a month. That's including your $16 fee, which is a lot of money when you add up, 12 months out of the year. So you'll save 15 to 20, depending where you live, on just Shakeology alone. And then not only that, like Brooke said, you get first access to all the new programs, supplements, anything. And you also get, I drink, Brooke, you drink the performance line. I drink part of it because I'm breastfeeding, and I don't know what I would do without Energized. So that's 25% off of that. That's how I get my house clean during the rest of the day. So that's VIP customers or VIP coaches. And then next is a part-time coach, and that's just a coach who wants to help their friends and family, who doesn't want to put in a ton of time, but wants to work on their journey while helping just a few other people and hopefully get their Shakeology paid for. It's the average of helping 3 people. 3 people, then you get your Shakeology paid for. And then A full-time coach is a coach who wants to help 3 to 5 people monthly at the minimum, and they want to give it their all and create it's a limitless opportunity. So you decide what your pay is going to be on the number of lives you change. And that's huge. Like, you're in control of your income with this. You're in control of the hours that you work, but it's so easy to do, but it's easy not to do as well. When you're your own boss, it's easy to say, okay, I'll do it later, or I want to sleep in today, or I need to get to bed early, or I'd rather go out to eat, hang out with my friends, where you have to commit and you have to put in the time if you want to be a full-time coach and you want to give it your all. But I'm super excited for all you guys. And there's huge things coming with Beachbody right now. We have Summit coming up next week, which Brooke and I will probably go live with the girls that we're staying at. We have 6 of us staying in a loft downtown Nashville. So it's going to be super exciting. And there's Country Heat that's being launched. We've already said that multiple times, which is a new program. They come out with programs quarterly. It's just a great opportunity for you guys to jump in. And not only that, if you're a client of mine or Brooks or Ivy's, we are going to be starting a new mentorship. If you're not, that's okay, because you will get all the information with our mentorship. So don't worry, you won't be, you'll get all of our information. We always pass everything down. But it is a huge opportunity for you guys to jump in right now. That's all I have. Brooke, do you have anything else to add?
I just want to go over a few objections, because what I usually get when I'm talking to people on social media about coaching, so many people say, well, I don't have time for that. I'm not in perfect shape for that. I could never do what you do. I don't look like that. I could never post selfies. Like, those are like the biggest objections I get, and it makes me so sad to think that that's what's holding you back from not only changing your life, but impacting so many others. And if you have a family at home, this could be a full-time potential income earner that you could stay at home while raising your own kids. So look past the selfies, look past not being in perfect shape, look past I don't have time, because all of those are just excuses and objections, because so many people, and there's so many, once we go to Coach Summit, you guys got to follow our journey. By the way, I'm on Snapchat. It's called Snapchat Podner22, because I'm going to be doing some behind the scenes, Snapchatting for you guys. But the thing is at Summit, you're everybody in the world is there. There's so many different kinds of people there. So it makes me feel sad for people who limit themselves because they could never post a selfie. All these people at Summit probably thought the same exact thing, but there's 250,000 people in the network, but there will probably be around 30,000 coaches going that are actively working the business or that just want to be a part of a community. So it's just all different kinds of people, all different shapes and sizes. And you don't need to grow this business on social media if you don't want to. You don't need to have a 6-pack abs. You don't need to post selfies of you. You can get creative and work this business whatever way you want, which I love, because we're all different. Liz has 3 kids. I have no kids. I just have cats. So, I create relationships with people who have cats on social media, and it just we become friends, and you meet new people every single day. And everyone comes from a different background. So if you think you can't, you probably won't. But if you think you can, I know you will. So that's it, Liz.
Well, thanks so much for jumping on, and for everybody for jumping on. If you guys do have questions, you can ask it. There's a chat button, and you can just type it in the chat. We'll wait a minute here for any questions. If not, just reach out to the person who sent you to this video, and they will either ask us or they will let you know. We'll just give it a minute here just in case. Don't be shy. We're open books.
Yep, anything goes. And if you guys are watching this recorded call afterwards, because I know a lot of people work where they have kids and they couldn't get on, go ahead and personal message Liz or me, because I know that even if you are a prospect of mine or someone who I've talked to, maybe you can relate more to what Liz's story is. So feel free to message her or vice versa. That's why I love working with Liz and doing these calls, because both of us are totally different people. So we can really help people all over the network.
All right, I don't see any questions. So, well, thank you guys for taking time for jumping on and listening to our story and listen to us talk. And we hope to hear from you guys soon and have you a part of our family. Like we both said, it's changed our lives completely in all areas. So make sure you follow us at Summit, though. It's going to be awesome. All right, see ya.
Take care, guys.